Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. My name is Fonnie D, and we will be floating through the cards for the collective. They always are. And we have a lot of energies coming in right now. Right now is a time where you got to think about, why did I do this? What am I doing here? What do I need to do? Just ask yourself some questions, and you'll get the answer. So today is 6/9 of 2026. That is 25. It goes into 7. So we have 7 is a great number. 7 is a happy camper number. And we are being guided, right? By the ancestors, by the spirit guides, by the angels, by our creator within. And we need to take heed on some things. We need to pay attention to ourselves, not and kind of observe the surroundings, because right now it's really touchy. The energy is really high, and you don't want to think you're crazy because nobody else feels the same way you do. But have you ever walked into a room and suddenly you feel that that is not the place you need to be? That's you, that's listening to your highest power. We're walking around with these meat suits on, these avatars, these whatever we want to call them, bodies, and that's the only thing we think is beautiful, really. I mean, the eyes, yeah, that's physical too. The heart, that could be physical, but the soul is what you fall in love with. And sometimes souls can just linger, if they're not that good, maybe it's teaching us a lesson. Right? We need lessons. So as the days are moving by, and it seems to me like they're just kind of teaching me something every day, showing me something to think about and ponder upon. Listen to the words I'm saying. Okay, now I always start with what wants to be seen first, because it will go into a mantra, like a story, and it'll be able to help us, guide us, our story, because we all have a story, similar but yet different. All right. The first one we got was the maze, and this is the telepathy oracle. I do more oracle than I do tarot. Tarot I usually do to kind of give it a perspective and compare, but I usually like oracles because they tell more of a story. Even if you feel lost, there's always a way through the maze. So yeah, I think a lot of us right now are feeling that, really lost. I mean, we've lost family, we've lost friends, we've been pulled around, we've been found out that everything we learned is a lie. But what's the truth? There's got to be truth. There's got to be truth sprinkled in the lies. So what are we here for? Why did we all of a sudden get into this? Because we got called, because we stood up, because this is our mission. We had to come back because it had to be fixed, or it's just going to keep going and going and going. But, in the Bible, there is that quote, nothing new is under the sun. Nothing in our life is new. We've all done this maybe 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times, whatever. It's different, but yet it's us. It's all of us. So we can look around and think this world is the way it is because of all of us. We are collective. Even though you're doing the juices and staying good and not smoking in the air and blah blah blah, that doesn't mean that you're better than anyone else. Because there's other things in your life that you need to concentrate on also. So that is a beautiful thought, the maze. And what we want to do is observe things, observe the messages that are coming out. Because me right now, my life does feel like a maze. Like every corner is something different. And I'm starting to see kind of beyond the veil. I keep seeing like a shadow around me, and it looks like a cat. And it keeps like just walking by me. And I see this shadow, and then I look and it's like a cat, like the outline of a cat. I had a lot of cats. I had a beautiful cat, pure black cat that lived till 16, had a heart attack, and passed away, grizzly. And you never know. I mean, black cats, they always had that bad thing, but you know what? When they come into your life, there's a reason. And maybe the maze, there's always a way. Just saying. And then we got barrier. Find ways around obstacles to find happiness. So that's kind of interesting where we got the maze, stuck in the maze, thinking about the maze, looking at how we can get out of the maze or live through the maze. And then we got obstacles. Find ways around obstacles. Did we find our way out of the maze? Did we find value? Focus on things of value? So what can you think of a value? Are you putting a material value on it? Or are you putting a compassionate? Just saying. Do you value your family and friends and life, your home and your kids and everybody, or do you just care about everybody else, what everybody else thinks? Are you just going with the flow of them, or are you finding your own flow? So the focus on things of value, we need to really look at what's valuable and what's not. Just remember, you can't take material possessions with you. They help you when you're here, you love them when they're here, and you can't take them with you. So remember that when you're thinking about what's more important than anything. And the mystical forest want to come out and talk a little bit about that. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. Sometimes I think I wish I could really, really put myself into believing that. And it is true, but sometimes you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And you just don't think that you'll get there. But as I keep finding, because Leos are not patient, I'm not the patient person. Uh, Let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears and vice versa. So the flowers and this background right here is telling you you'll get there. Don't force it. Be patient. This is here. Let it be. Just say it and then put it back in your memory, in your thoughts. Just keep it there. Think about that when we go into this reading because the Soul Helper Aura, there were some different cards that really wanted to come out today. Not a lot, but just some that had a specific message for us. And they know it knows who's going to be in here and who's going to listen and who's not. So that's even perfect. Better yet, the energy I'm going to get. Soul Helper Oracle. 33, master number 33. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. That's what I've been saying. Look at the bird on the tombstone, and she's playing an earth instrument. And she is basically looking at that beautiful bird. The sun's at her side, and she feels just let it be. Your soul is an eternal song, an everlasting melody that flows through the cosmos and has the power to touch everything. It knows neither time nor space, neither life nor death, which is precisely why it is here. Where you are right now, be aware of this. You are the soul. You are eternal, and you made the decision to be here at this moment. Whether you are content or otherwise will depend on whether you are on the path of your soul and whether you are attuned to it. It is only on your soul path that you will find happiness or encounter true love. And only here do these treasures all lie waiting for you. Examine and review your soul path and your intentions with regard to it. It is important to be aware that your soul is not within you, inside your body, but instead you are within your soul. Knowing this will help you to be better able to sense your soul, to attune to it. Since if you seek it you, within you, it will be in vain. Think of yourself increasingly as a soul light, great, radiant, and immersible, diverse in all your colors and vibrations. Your soul is the matrix of your truth, of your eternity. Learn to trust your soul. It has chosen this precise life as it saw the immense diversity that your present circumstances have to offer. Now is the time to stop railing against all these things. Accept Acceptance is the key and will open the door to your next step towards your destiny. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the raven. Herbal essence oil is tea tree oil. The healing crystal is sapphire. And the master number is 33. I love that message for us today because we have to remember what's important and what's not as important. And a lot of us have a lot of earthly importance. But remember, when we're gone, did we do what we were supposed to do? Did we see who we were supposed to see? Did they help us? Did we help them? What were we supposed to do? And did we do the right thing? That's all that we can think about because, like I said, we do have a mission. The first card that we got from the Messenger Oracle is Hear the Ancient Ones. And that's a beautiful picture. The third eye is wide open. The crown has the wise owl up there on it and the crescent moon. And there is little gold spiders and nuts and crystals and all kinds of stuff hanging around there. Everything has meaning. And the mouth is just flowing with information, like a pool, like a swirly pool. If you listen to them, you will hear them. And of course, they look blind, but they're blinded to the world outside and they're concentrating on just you. The indigenous people of the world are those who have lived in harmony with the land for countless generations. Among them are the elders, whose knowledge and wisdom can teach us of our relationships with nature, of living a life of empathetic awareness, and to better understand our role as caretaker of the earth. They can teach us the wisdom of taking only what we need, of wasting little and honoring all sacrifices made so that you may live and grow. Hear the wisdom of the ancient ones, learn from their knowledge, lore, and tradition. You know, we forgot about the ancients. We really did, because sometimes we don't even think of, oh, I remember that grandpa told me that story, grandma. Yeah, I've heard this story. And you don't research it. Someone asked me, where am I finding all this stuff out? I research everything. Well, you can't believe everything on the internet. Well, you got to research everything, not just one little internet site. You got to research if it is valid, if it's true. And the only way you can do that is actual research, like internet, books, libraries, things. You can't go by the news. The news is a bunch of fairy tales in action, and they make shit up as they go. So if you think the news is going to teach you something, it's not. It might alert you to common sense and why did they say that? And are you kidding me? And needs and necessities. See, that's another card that came out about the needs and necessities. You got to get the necessities to live life and the needs you need to complete your life and be on your journey. Night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation and destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you are not seeing the whole. What you may see as harmful, another may believe to be good. All is based upon perception. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not right or wrong. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then do not. I mean, we're asking questions out, and we already deep down knew the question. It was like we had to get another opinion. But the opinion was of the ancestors. Sometimes you can ask somebody on this plane of existence for that, but that doesn't mean they're not. That doesn't mean they're going to answer. I mean, you have to remember the night and the day, the sun and the moon, the eagle, it's the freedom. It's the freedom. It's the change of season. It's the change of night day. It's what you're doing with all of that. Now, the last card we got was let go of the old. Oh, let go of the old. If you are reliving and reliving horrible things that happened to your childhood, and you can't release it because you have to tell everybody the worst, oh my God, it was so horrible. Da 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 da. I always think, okay, what was the good? They want me, it's like they want me to ask them what was so horrible. But if you flip it around and say, oh, well, what was good in your life? Then they'd have to turn their thought pattern around and think of actually something good that would be a better story than, oh, woe is me. So we got to kind of remember when we're out there telling stories and thinking about crap, nobody wants to hear, unless you're in front of a psychologist trying to release it, that everything that happened to you in your life, nor do you want it to talk about it. It's done, it's over. You got to release it. Are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It is time to release all that you hold onto that no longer serves. It is time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring cleaning. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring. Uh, we've all been going through that. I know I have been going through a lot of that. Should I be here? Should I be there? Should I be somewhere else? Where where am I going to land? You know, you never know. Where is your life going to lead you? The Starseed Oracle at that point, letting go of old, wanted to come through and give us a message called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Love it. This is what we're doing. And she's not looking back. She's stepping up. She's going in. She's doing what she needs to do. You came to Earth with a double mission to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purpose is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intellectually chose the perfect condition to carry out your soul mission and share your soul gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, the card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling unprepared or thinking, who am I? Do that to do that. This card is guiding you to step up and leap and consider perhaps that your soul has been trapped training for this moment right here for a lifetime. Starseed activation. Place this card on the portal of your heart. Just envision it. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all of my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now. Without hesitation or fear, I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. We have. I mean, we have been training for something for lifetimes. What? We just don't know right now because we have got kind of like a mind wipe. Some of us it didn't work for some of us, but some of us it really wiped. Uh, and you just got to remember that when you're talking to people. I mean, I'm not even getting to the point where I'm not even arguing the point. I'm not even trying to push things out there because they just look at me like they're lost, and there's no sense of doing that because our government's going to tell them what they need to know and they're going to be okay with it. Or some might not. We got the Magic Spirit Oracle. We got a 5, which is change. Reach out to the potential that is calling for you. Potential and possibility, future highest self quantum. So this is where we're going. We got the Earth going on here. She's looking there and she's got a little frog on her heart and little leaves in her hair. Future reality, its highest self quantum. She's realizing, she's smart. She's realizing that look at the flower with the light bulb on it, the quantum, the Tesla energy that never goes out. It's free. I am quantum leaping into my highest reality, the world, the quantum traveler. You are at a point where it's possible to lean into a higher reality. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities of all happening at once. Which one are you living? Which one are you creating? What are you attracting? Break the cycle of a mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. Is there someone you feel drawn to? Is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Those feelings are pointing you to where your highest reality is. Even if you feel jealous of someone or something, this shows you what your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. It is your guide. You are capable of turning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. The world is at your feet. Destiny is in the palm of your hand, and you are a co-creator with the universe, regardless of what is happening in the world. And as chaotic as it may seem, you are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Your mission is no different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving so too are the lives you have been living. Attune your energy like an antenna to the channel of your desired reality. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. That's beautiful. I love that idea. I mean, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Are we going to, go where we want to go, or are we going to be forced to go somewhere we aren't? I think we need to really look at that because a lot of us live in chaotic times for a long time. And then we're just like, I just want to go. I just can't do this anymore. And a lot of us get to that point. Intuitive Whisper Oracle wanted to whisper something magical to us. Hey, we got a 12, 3 divine message. You are more powerful than you know. I love this card because you are. You are more powerful than you know. We all are. Do you realize your own superpower? You have the ability to create your own destiny, change your emotions, and rewrite your own story. The only thing blocking your power are your mind and belief system. What would you do if you weren't afraid of failing? There is one certainty in life: to allow yourself to be brave and step into your full potential. This is not a dress rehearsal, it is life. Don't live with the regret of what if, and instead turn your mantra to why not. What sparks joy inside of you? What do you do to play? Do more of that. Do more of what makes your heart and soul sing rather than a playing it safe and staying small. There is such power in your waiting to be expressed, and you will only find it by experimenting in new ways. Get exploring. See, that's and this has the mirror affirmation, which I think is really great when you look into the mirror and you're actually talking to yourself, because you can connect with it more and you can think about it and observe it more when you actually say it out loud and you're saying it to yourself in a mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and repeat your affirmation yourself. I am more powerful than I know. Repeat it until you begin to believe it, and then go out into your day with a new sense of adventure and power. Stepping into the unknown and a new version of yourself can feel scary or first, but embrace the fear and take that step. Just on the other side of that fear is a gentle power that is waiting to be unleashed. True, totally true. Our creator's within us. So yeah, our creator is going to be taking these steps with us. I hope you brought your coffee in and enjoying yourself. It looks like it's going to rain in Florida. It's kind of, kind of misty looking. It's pretty out, but it's last night it was like 81 degrees at midnight. It was really hot. Okay, now we've got our main thing going on here. It's our Oracle read and Tarot Cleric. So I can say the first card that we got was a 25, and it's Metamorphosis. You are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses in form to another. A part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin, or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps we're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. Yeah, we've been through a lot in this avatar body in this lifetime, and it's basically all learning experiences. We know that, but what are we learning? Are we taking things away, or are we just taking it for granted and walking by? It's just like, That doesn't pertain to me because I don't believe in all that stuff yet. Well, it does pertain to you, and your creator believes in that stuff and believes in you. So, the clarifier for that was the Four of Wands, and that's reward. So, when you're you're doing that and you're working on you and you're getting rewarded for it. It's like the four corners of the winds are rewarding you. It's beautiful because you're just it's just beautiful. Look at that. I mean, you can't get any more beautiful than it's creation. And our creator is the most beautiful artist ever, and he puts all of his beautiful art within us too, whatever we can do. Now, the other card that came out was a 20. And I'm glad this came out because it's flying. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today, you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the thing you hope most for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. That's another thing we do. We have to soar. We have to spread our wings sometimes. Sometimes life tends to keep us blocked, and it's just it's so weird. Okay, 20. And four wands, the 13, and two of wands. Okay. All right, 13. I don't know. That is okay. We got the two of wands for the 20, and that's vision, flying vision. Do we have the vision to know we flew at one time, or we can fly, or what are we doing this? Look for those around you who share your vision and work together for great results. It's partnership, it's creativity, and that's what we need. I know too many people that kind of stand off and don't do anything, and that is not a good idea. Now, okay, we also in that one, which I wanted to make sure I had the right one. We got a number 12, which is a 3, and it was the hangman, limbo on flying. And we want to be careful with the limbo because limbo is the hangman is waiting, time, futuristic sacrifice, insight, purpose, and views. We want to take time for the hangman. We want to use the waiting time to see your situation in a new light and find alternative perspectives. You may find an ingenious solution or gain a valuable insight. This is when you sacrifice insight, purpose, viewpoints, and waiting time and be patient. And right now, my husband and I are going through the patience right now. And it's really hard because he's worse than me, but neither of us are really patient people. We just like to do it and get it done. But the hangman is telling you, just whoa, 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 whoa. Pull your horse back a little bit, fly a little bit slower so I can tell you what really is going on. Because you got some good stuff going on and you're not thinking it is. Okay, now we got an 11, which, okay, I want you to really think about this because this is what I just said. 11 is a balancing act. What are we trying to balance? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Our life, our creation as it goes, our journey. That's what we're trying to balance. You're calm within, no matter the fluctuation of outer conditions. There are times when things seem a bit topsy-turvy, and it feels as if you're juggling 1,000 balls in the air. Perhaps you're unsure of your footing now. Is the moment to evaluate which areas of your life need balance and then restore equilibrium. Choose harmony over discord, and great success will be yours. You'll find inner stability when you choose a balanced, focused, and leveled path. Libras are really, that's like a Libra card. If they're out of balance, they are just out of balance. You got to be careful with the balance. All of us can fall into that. Now, we got the Nine of Swords with that, and that's anxiety. So we got to be careful. A lot of us have some anxiety going on about what ties you in knots at night. And at 3 a.m. Look small in the light of day. Try to keep a perspective when negative thoughts get in your way. I knew it. There's somebody out there right now, and a lot of us are bringing these negative thoughts out. My husband could teach us a lot of negative thoughts. I know it's a dream. You're in fantasy world. Blah, 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 blah. You got to be careful with people like that. They're not there yet, and that's okay. But you don't have to go into, they're not there. You don't have to go into their place and say, okay, let's not be there together. It doesn't work. So yeah, you got to watch the anxiety. Those are the blades. And we got the last one, solitude. And that's kind of, I figured that because you have the balancing, the limbo was and the anxiety, and the solitude is what you need to go to. If you're having all that anxiety and trying to get balanced and that, you need to go to the solitude. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superficial thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. I'm there because I get that point. If I've been staying up all night and then going to sleep and then staying up all night and going to sleep, like the next night, not getting any sleep, no nap, no nothing. And I've kind of been irritable, but I don't know what's keeping me up at 3 o'clock. I kind of know, we've all been going through a lot of stuff, and I can think more because it's quiet. My whole home is quiet. The whole area is quiet, and that's my time to breathe, which is a number 11, which is power number, stability, strength. Stand firm, be calm, and take the higher moral ground. This situation is a test of your character, and you are resilient and patient enough to withstand ongoing challenges without panic or a compromise that doesn't feel right. This is courage, this is patience, this is endurance, it's risk, balance, opportunity. It's all that, and it's telling you. I mean, it's saying, take it slow. You got the maze going on, and you still got to take it slow. You got to find your way out of where you put yourself in thought. Oh, that was a great, that was a great reading for me, and I'm sure for you, hopefully. And if you haven't been here before, welcome. Welcome. I usually don't talk a lot when I come on here. I try not to because I know people want to know what's going on in their world and what's really important right now. And I think, excuse me, if you really think about this reading, and as I'm doing the reading, you're really thinking about your life. Source will tell you what you need to look at. They'll show you what you need to look at. And then you need to start observing. If you think you need to do something with it, do something with it. This is your story. This is your journey. Fawny D's just in it for the ride. This is my story too. So anyway, you know what? May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? I always tell everybody, you just be you.